Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another video on the channel. This video is going to be just a little something different. Yes, it's going to be about Manchester United. I just want to discuss a few things about what things could be done differently and a few things that need changing at Manchester United for them to be more progressive and back up towards the top end of elite football in this country and the world again. So the first one I want to go into is, obviously, we've got Erik ten Hag as manager now. He has been confirmed. Great news, great first step in hopefully progressing back up to where we need to be. I've heard that at least maybe 10 players are going to go out this summer, and Erik ten Hag wants at least 5 this window. He wants a centre-back, a central defensive midfielder, a striker, a forward winger sort of thing, and a full-back and a right-back. I see this as good business if we can get all these positions done. United probably won't get them all done though. We definitely need a CDM. That's our priority this summer. We're being with the likes of Tchouaméni, Declan Rice, and Didi of Leicester as well. But there is a blow regarding Tchouaméni. I think he's agreed a deal with Real Madrid to go there, so that deal will be out the window. But United's the big admirers of Declan Rice, and Ten Hag seems to be as well. So that's a deal that United could get done for that central defensive midfield position. I think Declan Rice is a fantastic football player for club and country. He's done so much for West Ham. He's developed so much as a player. The price tag is a bit off-putting. West Ham wants about £150 million for him. They're not going to let him go for anything less than £120 million, which is a massive put-off because I don't think he is worth that much. But because of the English market and the English tax, so to speak, he is going to cost a lot more money than, on average, than a foreign player would. But he is a good player and he will sort our defensive midfield positions out. Centre-back, he wants Timber from Ajax, who he's managed this season and in previous years. He's a good, promising young centre-back who can afford to adjust to the Premier League next season if we get him, because we'll have Varane, Maguire, Lindelof as well in there. And you can just slot in on a few odd occasions, adjust to the Premier League. I think this will be a fantastic signing if he can get it over the line. Because we need a promising defender who's quick, good in the air, and who can partner Varane in defence, because I don't see Maguire as a long-term thing. I just see him costing too much money, and I think he's made too many bad mistakes for the club already. So I see Timber partnering Varane at the back. Right winger, we were linked with Anthony of Ajax as well, but I don't think we'll get him. I don't think he's a priority of Ten Hag's at this moment in time. Which will be interesting to see, because he is a promising young winger as well, who has done well with Ajax, come through the youth system at Ajax as well. It'll be great to see. It'll be interesting to see how that deal progresses, because I think a few teams in England want him as well. So we'll have to see. United are going to have competition for his signature. So if Ten Hag wants him and United wants him, then they're going to have to pay the right amount of money. Not too much, because we don't really know much about him. Promising player for the future, but we also have players like Pellistri, Ahmad, Garnacho coming through. Other players as well in the youth system who are doing really well. So we'll see about that Anthony deal. And personally, I don't see it happening. I don't think we really need a right winger right now, because we've got Sancho as we already know. We've got Pellistri coming back off loan who can play out there. We've got Ahmad on loan who's coming back who can play out there. And you know Ten Hag loves the youth system. He loves to use the youth players. So I think people like Pellistri, Ahmad, Garnacho, Maybury next season will have more chances, because I think Ten Hag trusts the youth more. They will listen to his instructions. They will implement it more than the senior players. And that's why I think we'll see a few surprise outgoings, which I will go into now. 10 players could be leaving Old Trafford this summer. We know that Matic is going for nothing. Mata's going for nothing. Pogba's going for nothing. Lingard's going for nothing. Eric Bailly wants to leave. Phil Jones wants to leave. Dean Henderson wants to leave. Who else have we got? Cavani's going. That's 8. Rashford's future's in doubt, which I don't think he will leave, but that's at least 8 players that are going to leave this summer for nothing. And if you count up the wages for each of them players across a year, it's about £60 to £70 million a year on wages saved. Most of that money can go straight back into transfers to buy new players, and I see that a very positive thing. I see a positive step being made by United slowly by not offering these experienced older players new one-year deals to keep them on for experience and for squad depth, because we don't really need them. When Mata's not playing, he's wasted a year of his career late on. Matic is probably the best CDM we've got, but he can't play 2 games in a week. He's not got the legs anymore. Pogba doesn't want to be here. He's had 5 years of so many inconsistent performances. Lingard, frustrated, wanted to leave in January, but the club said no, so he's going to go for free. Probably to West Ham, probably. Who else have we got? Bailly is frustrated with his game time. I won't be surprised if he'll leave. I like Eric Bailly, but I just don't see him fitting in this team. I don't see him playing, especially under Ten Hag. But we never know. Miracles can happen. Phil Jones, probably past it now, so injury prone, needs to go and find a team in the low Premier League or high Championship to try and get some sort of success out of his career back. Henderson doesn't dislodge De Gea for me. De Gea's miles better goalkeeper, shot stopper. More athleticism from De Gea than Henderson, so if he wants to leave, I think United are asking for about £40 million for Henderson, which is reasonable. Henderson's a good goalkeeper, but I don't think he's good enough for Manchester United, so maybe another Premier League team he'll be good enough for. Cavani, good player when he's on the pitch. He makes an impact when he's on the pitch, but he's more off it at the moment. And these little injuries that he's not playing for, it's just costing the club money and just a wasted signing in the end. But when he's on the pitch, he makes an impact and he's actually quite good. So that's more money saved on him. Rashford in poor form this season, but, you know, I think he will stay. I think Ten Hag will give him another chance and get what we know Rashford can give back out of him. So they're the transfer updates as well for the club, I think. Another few things that need changing at the club, I'd say, is the infrastructure at Old Trafford. I think it needs an upgrade massively. I think there's a lot of rotting going on in Old Trafford, especially behind the scenes, like the toilets, the bathrooms, even the seats probably need updating as well. They're thinking about revamping Old Trafford altogether, like building a brand new stadium, but I don't know how well that would go down with the fans. The board just need to show more ambition on the pitch and off the pitch. Like better infrastructure for the women's team as well, because they're training in terrible conditions apparently. They haven't got the equipment or facilities that they need to succeed, but yet they're doing miles better than the men's team. But congratulations to them. Training facilities need improving. They just need to stop taking dividends out the club when the club's not succeeding. If the club's succeeding and winning trophies, fair enough, you can take some money out the club for yourself, but it's not doing well, so why are you doing that? So that needs to change. The infrastructure, the players on the pitch. We've got Ten Hag in as manager, so that's another thing that has changed, which is a positive. And the last thing that I want to say is the coaches as well. What is Darren Fletcher's role at the club? He's meant to be technical director, isn't he? Why is he sat on the bench? Why is he in Ranić's ear at the moment, giving instructions to him? Ranić's the one running the team, not Fletcher. So Fletcher needs to either do his job in the board or lead the club. Because Ten Hag will bring his coaches in and won't need Fletcher there. So that's another thing that needs changing. Fletcher needs to do what he's employed to do or leave. We've got a new coach in Ten Hag, which is a massive positive first step. The infrastructure needs changing at the club. The stadium, the training facilities, especially for the women's team as well. The playing staff need changing. We've got a lot of outgoings. Let's get some incomings in as well. Spend some money for Ten Hag. And the owners need to stop taking dividends out the club, and especially when it's not performing well. So they're my 5 things that need improving at Manchester United. Let me know what you think about these things down below. And if you've got any ideas about what you think needs changing at Manchester United or your own club, in fact, then let me know down in the comments below. And add me on any of my socials as well to contact me about any content or the support as well. Please subscribe and like to the channel as well, because there's a lot of exciting content coming this year, so you don't want to miss that. Thanks very much for the support, and I'll catch you again soon.